Howdy friends, Steve DePoe here for the Rose Realty team with this week's real estate vlog for North Texas. Today we're going to talk about the 8.5 ways to add value to your home. These are basically 8.5 or 9 little projects that you could do around your house to kind of spruce it up, to kind of add value like almost immediately. Now, the kind of neat thing about these projects is once you secure the materials, once you go out to your Home Depot or your Lowe's or whatever and buy the materials that you need, most of these projects can be done in a weekend. So you pick up the stuff during the week, you set Saturday and Sunday aside, bam, by like Monday morning, by Sunday night, Monday morning, you're done. And by Monday morning, you've added value to your home. So pretty cool, pretty cool deal, right? So let's talk about the first one, sprucing up the landscaping, especially the front yard, okay? So front yard, when you spruce up the landscape in your front yard, we call it curb appeal. And what a lot of customers and clients want, through surveys that we've done and the National Association of Realtors have said they want a nice lush lawn in the front, okay? So if you have bare spots, add some seed, put in a little hunk of sod, something like that, okay? Backyard's important too, but in the front yard, you get that curb appeal. Now, also with bushes and shrubs and those kinds of things, trim those up, take the dead ones out, we get a lot of what we call Texas weeds around here that just grow up the middle of our shrubs. Let's cut those things out. Let's cut out the dead shrubs. Let's replace them with brandy new stuff. Perennial flowers flowers for the season can really add value and add pop to the front of your house and increase the curb appeal and the value. Clean the exterior. Go out and get a power washer. Don't use the fine tip. Little clue, don't use the fine tip. That tends to bore through stuff, right? Use a wide angle tip and clean the front of your house. You'll be surprised about the amount of dirt and dust houses in North Texas get because of all the construction and also because of the wildfires coming from California and Arizona and those kinds of things, okay? So clean the front of your house, clean out the driveway, the front walls, the paint, and the front walkway. It's kind of hose those off with a power washer, and it kind of adds a little bit fresh appeal to it, to the front of your house. You could add like almost $15,000 to the value of your house if you do like a power washing to the front. Add a fresh coat of paint inside and out. If a lot of houses in North Texas are maintenance free, right, on the exterior. If they are great, God bless you. But there's probably some overhangs, and there's probably some eaves that maybe could use some fresh coat of paint. Look for the areas where maybe the gutters have overflowed, and you get those kind of like those dark drip marks. Make sure those are clean, right? Or maybe freshly painted. Don't go climbing up on a ladder if you've got issues there. Hire somebody. Maybe you want to hire somebody to do it. All kinds of people. We can recommend people that can do it really inexpensively for it. The inside of the house, hey, we love our accent walls. We like a wall in the living room or a wall in the dining room that just pops. It's a different color. Buyers don't like that. Buyers can't see past having to add a coat of paint. And if I add a coat of paint here, I'm going to have to add a coat of paint there, et cetera, et cetera. Look for a neutral color. Add a neutral color. Add a good primer so that that accent wall doesn't bleed through, and then paint those walls some kind of neutral color. Hey, it can be a family thing. It can be a family thing where everybody pitches in. It could be kind of a family, kind of a bonding, kind of experience. Install smart home technology. People today are just eating up smart home technology, whether it's cameras around the home, whether it's areas where you walk into a room and the lights come on, whether it's those Ring doorbells, okay, whether it's cameras for security all over the house, LED lights, etc. People are just sucking up those things and are just loving them, right? If you can advertise your house as smart home or smart technology, people are going to love it. It's going to add additional value to your home. Number 5, modernize window treatments. I don't know about you, but window treatments are one of the last things I think of in my personal home, right? You have your home set up and you're living with them and you're happy, almost until you get like cobwebs hanging on them or tearing them. Do you ever think of kind of replacing them? But if you modernize your window treatments, either fresher drapes or fresher shutters or something like that, or even cleaning them sometimes. I mean, modernize and freshen up your window treatments could add value could add value to your house. Replace outdated fixtures. You got light fixtures that are just old. Yeah, they were in style like 15 years ago when the house was built or when you bought the house or whatever. Some of them hanging up, on the ceiling in the entryway. You don't think of those. You don't use them all the time. They're up there. They're a pain in the neck. You have to get on a ladder and all that kind of stuff. Modernize those. Again, if you're kind of concerned about climbing up a ladder, hire somebody to do it. There's every neighborhood has a handyman, who'll come and do it for like, $20. You go buy the lights, they'll hang them for $20 or $30. So think about those. The kitchen, the entryway, or maybe prime areas where you can modernize the fixtures. Upgrade your bathroom mirror. This is an interesting one. So most bathroom mirrors are just like a rectangle stuck to the wall. Modernize them. You can go to Home Depot or Lowe's or some glass shop, and you can buy kits to kind of frame out the window, or you can buy a nicer, cooler, more modern bathroom mirror. Now, remember, bathrooms, especially master bathrooms, are where people spend a lot of time. Okay, you wake up in the morning, you go to sleep at night. You're going to be spending time in the master bathroom. If that mirror is just plain and drab and blah, then that's the feeling that people are going to get about that room, and then the associated master bedroom, right? But if you modernize it, if you update it with maybe a nice frame or a nice new look, people are going to have a better feel for the house and a higher priced feel for the house, if you know what I mean. Shampoo carpets. Look, the funny thing is we live in our house, right? It may sound stupid, but we live in our house. And so we walk on the carpets. We walk on the carpets with our shoes. We come in from outside. If you have dogs like we do, the carpets are a constant state of mess, right? Shampoo the carpets. Whether you're thinking about selling tomorrow and calling us in to give you a CMA, or whether you're going to be living there for a long time, if you shampoo the carpets, that doesn't cost that much to just give them a little freshen up. Now you can go out and rent it. You can go out and rent the equipment and the supplies for like $90 for the weekend. You could also call somebody like Carpet Masters, who will like do a really phenomenal job, and you can get like every carpet in your house done for like $250. Okay, so pluses and minuses, right? And then your return on investment for new carpets, newly shampooed carpets, is really high. And number 8.5, customize your closet. Now, you can go out and get your closets customized for like $6,000. There's places that do it, and they do a really good job, and you really benefit from it later on. Or you can do it yourself. Okay. So if you go again to places like Lowe's and Home Depot, they've got closet modernization kits that you can buy. You kind of have to measure everything out. Do I want a rod here and shelves here and those kinds of things? And you can do it yourself. Downside to that, obviously, with especially your master closets, is that you're going to have to stick everything. You have to take everything out of your closet and throw it in the bedroom or a spare room or something like this while this is getting done. Now, like I said, you can probably do this in like a weekend, if two of you are working together, and you can add some significant value to your house. So depending on which way you want to go with the closet kit from the closet upgrade companies, or do it yourself, either way, you add additional value to your house. It could really benefit you, in the long run. So hope you enjoyed that. I hope you kind of take into consideration some of those projects to update value on your home. Next week, we're going to talk about flooring trends. This kind of goes hand in hand a little bit with what we just talked about, updates, but we're going to talk about kind of flooring trends and what we're seeing in the marketplace about what buyers are looking for in terms of flooring. So hope to see you next week. This is Steve DePoe from the Rose Realty team. I'm going to bounce.